I am really excited to be on here tonight. You guys, thank you so much for taking the time to get on the call. So I have to share with you a little bit about me. My name is Jana Strunk. I'm an independent senior sales director with Mary Kay. And some of you know me, some of you do not know me. But tonight we're going to talk about why we share the Mary Kay opportunity. And so prior to starting the recording, I asked some of the ladies that were on the call tonight why they chose to sign their agreement and what they were kind of surprised about or what they fell in love with after they started their Mary Kay business. So ladies, I want you to know that we share the product. We share the product because we absolutely love the product, right? I mean, it's easy to share a product that you absolutely love. Well, in my opinion, it's easy to share an opportunity that you're in love with and you know that works. And so some of the responses that we got from talking about, to the ladies that are already independent beauty consultants and hire they started for extra money. They started for the product discount. They started for the 50% profit. They started to earn cars. They started for simplicity, the simplicity of the plan, and how to make money. Okay, so if you're an independent beauty consultant, why wouldn't you share those things with everyone that loves Mary Kay? I mean, I'm just saying, if you're not sharing it, I feel like you're cheating somebody out of this opportunity where they could be blessed in so many ways. Let's go to the graduated version of why independent beauty consultants love it, because I think that there's so many hidden gems. There's so many things that people in our society and our world need that Mary Kay can heal in their hearts, or that can heal in their pocketbooks, or can heal in so many different areas of their life. So I guess as we started today, I just want you to take a look at, why am I not sharing this Mary Kay opportunity? If you are, fantastic, high five, high 10. But if you're not, why are you not? So, okay, so why some of the people love it? The sisterhood. That is so big. Being surrounded by women that believe in you, that will give you a hug, that if you do not reach a goal, they extend their hand and say, it's okay, sister, get on up. Let's try it again. They encourage you to be resilient. They encourage you to persevere. And so that culture is not totally common everywhere. I don't know if y'all know that, but I mean, it's kind of odd because after a while in Mary Kay, you're like, oh, doesn't everybody do this? But they don't. Okay. So how about the culture, the recognition? When was the last time that you got applauded outside of Mary Kay? And so I want you to remember that. I want you to remember how special that is, that some people crave that recognition. Some people crave the prizes. I love prizes. You guys, seriously, like dangle something cute and little out there for me, and I'll be jumping through hoops of like, oh, that's going to be mine. And sometimes just because I want to have said, oh, I won this. And so that's so important. Also, the product opportunity. People falling in love with this product more and more after they've used it. That is pretty fabulous. And you know what? Like Amy said, she didn't know this modern version of makeup. And like Kayla said, she had no idea the diversity and the exciting makeup that Mary Kay has to offer, but we do. And they didn't realize that till after they started their own Mary Kay business. So imagine what the people that you're going to be sharing the Mary Kay opportunity with will realize, and how they'll be blessed after they start their own Mary Kay business. Okay, so let's think about this for just a hot minute. Okay, so why do you share the products with people? Because you want to help them feel better and look better, right? And when we feel good, we have more self-confidence, and we can kind of go out and impact people's lives differently. So that's about it. I mean, sharing the product is not, I'm not trying to minimize how much impact the product has, because the product is very powerful, because you can help people look younger, you can clear their skin. I mean, confidence is no little thing. However, you have this opportunity. You have this gift right here. In the left hand here, This is the gift of the product and the gift of being able to allow people to try the product and help them feel their very, very best. This other gift over here, you should also be giving this gift equally. This is the Mary Kay opportunity. In this hand, they can look younger, look cuter, build confidence. In this hand, they can make money, save money, build confidence, build their team, build wealth, get prizes, be part of a sisterhood, be part of a culture. So do you see where I'm coming from when I say it's so important to be able to give both gifts? Because I think sometimes we're just thinking, oh, I'm going to go sell something and make a little bit of money. Really, you're changing lives. You're changing lives. So just make sure that you're thinking multifaceted in that zone. Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about a few different things about sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. So let's go ahead and talk about who are we going to recruit? Okay, so I was at a conference a while back, and Sean Key went around a room of sales directors and said, who are you looking to add to your team? Who are the leaders that you're looking for? What qualities do they have? And everyone had, they said, she's cute. One of them even said she likes me. And he was like, that's not a requirement. But it was just really funny because there were so many things that everybody said that at the end he said, whoa, you guys, I feel like you're looking for Superwoman. I feel like you're really looking for Superwoman. So how about this? How about you're looking for somebody that loves the product and is confident? That's it. Loves the product and they're confident. So we're going to talk about that for just a little bit. So those of you that are not established independent beauty consultants, people that are confident, and you can go out there and recruit them right now. I mean, you can go out there and share the Mary Kay opportunity, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But confident women know what they want, and you can do a facial or go share the opportunity, and you can make that happen. Those of you that are established in your business, so there are several of you that have got a lot of people in your customer base. Am I right? You got some people in your customer base. Let's talk about that, because I bet there are people in your customer base right now that could be on your team. And so does everybody realize that you can go on to your My Customers Plus app and you can do a report and you can see how much all of your clients have ordered in the last year. And you can even separate it out into a 1 month. Okay, who ordered the most last month? But I like to look at a year because that gives me an idea how much money that they're spending. If you've got someone spending $600, $800, $1,200, you're going to save her a ton of cash if you invite her to join your team. Now, if I have someone and her name is Nancy, and Nancy, I love Nancy. Nancy's amazing with people. I love being around her. She loves the products. I've offered her the opportunity numerous times. It's okay that she is not ready to do that. I'm glad to take good care of her. In the last 2 years, she has spent between $800 and $1,200 a year on Mary Kay products. I'm okay with that. But I have definitely let her know about how this, what this opportunity is and how this business works. Okay. And so you should make sure that all of your top customers know as well, just in case. What if they fall in love with the business just like they fall in love with the product? So anyway, I'm going to go through real quickly the steps on how to go on My Customers Plus and pull that report out so you all can be going and looking at that. Okay. So you go on to My Customers Plus app on your phone, and then you're going to click Create Reports. Then you'll click Customer Sales Summary Report. And by the way, I did this last night just so I could write down all the steps. The next one is Select Order Start Date. And I usually select a date that's 1 year ago. And then you can, the next step is select order end date. And then when you get back to the other screen, it'll say select customers at the bottom. So you click select customers, and then you want to tap select all at the bottom. And then you're going to click done at the top. And then you're going to click run report. It'll ask you what type of report you want to run. Do you want to run a spreadsheet? Do you want to run a PDF? Totally up to you. You can print it out. And so I would scroll through there and see who your Mary Kay lovers are. And you know what? Set up a time that you can do a career talk either with your independent sales director, or, if you're confident in doing that, go ahead and share the opportunity with her. And think about who would benefit from joining your team. One of the things that I really like you to think about as well is who could I invite to my team that Mary Kay would benefit from having on my team? Because I think so many times we look at, well, Susie Q's broke. She could really use Mary Kay. Well, is there a reason why Susie Q's broke? Is she broke because she's not willing to do the work? Is she broke because she overspends and she doesn't have money management skills? So, those are the types of things that you want to evaluate, because you want to work with other women that are also going to go with you and run with you and impact other lives as well. And so am I saying that you shouldn't offer Susie Q the opportunity? No, I'm not saying that at all. Everyone deserves a chance, for sure. And I know that I was not very organized when I started my own Mary Kay business, and I'm thankful that someone still offered me the opportunity numerous times. So sometimes you just have to use your gut. But ladies, look for leaders. Look for people that are confident. Look for people that have a desire to do more. So who do you know that's confident? These people are people that have been successful in another area of their life as a general rule. They've been a great mom, or maybe they've been a great basketball coach, or a great volleyball player. They've been a champion in some arena. Maybe they're on the school board and they just do an amazing job. So that's who I would be looking to work with. Somebody that's rocked it. Whatever they do, they rock it, and people look to them. And so it's really important also, even if you share the Mary Kay opportunity with them, you definitely, if they say no, that's okay. We'll talk about overcoming objections here in a minute. But Rosie, Rosie's on the call here. Rosie probably turned me down approximately 5 times. Is that right, Rosie? Maybe 3 to 5, something like that. And that's okay. Did I hound her? I didn't call her and say, oh my gosh, you know what? I just want you on my team. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here in just a little bit as well. Because if you are crazy girl and you're stalker girl, no. She is not going to join your team, because she doesn't want to work with crazy. She wants to work with someone that's going to have grace when she needs grace. She wants to work with someone that's going to be by her side and not like pressure her to do something. So that's so important. So what do you do with those people? You don't want to forget them. You don't want them to drop through the cracks. You keep a hot list. That's what I call the list of women that I think she's going to be amazing at this business at some point when she's ready. So I keep a hot list. You can't see my hot list right now because I hid it. It's underneath my Cadillac poster, because this is on YouTube and I didn't want to put people's names all over the world, especially my hot list, because I don't want anybody else on my hot list looking at my hot list. So anyway, so put it somewhere where you see it all the time. Okay. And so what do you do with that hot list? You think we should call those people every week and say, are you ready? Are you ready? Nope, you will not. This is when to revisit your hot list. You want to, number one, revisit that hot list when Mary Kay or your independent sales director has a sign up promotion. So maybe there's something special going on this month. And so what I would do right out of the gate, like let's say there's a sign up promotion that Mary Kay's offering a $25 rebate or whatever is going on. I would contact my people and I would say, hey, how are you? How's everything going with you and your family? Hey, I wanted to give you a call real quick because I know that we've talked about the Mary Kay opportunity in the past. And I wanted to make sure that you have this information just in case now is a time that you've been thinking more about it. This is the promotion. Okay. Now, if you go make your hot list tonight and you have not talked to anybody, talk to these people in the last 6 months, I would call them and I would say, guess what? Mary Kay has a promotion right now, and it's not going to last like for very much longer. It's only lasting until the end of December, and it's called Bring Your Besties. And so when you start a Mary Kay business and purchase your starter kit, not only do you get some amazing bonus opportunities, but Mary Kay is going to give you 3 starter kits to give away for just $75 to your favorite besties. How's that sound? So that is a promotion. That is something you can contact them to share. Number 2, bring her to guest events, because we have awesome guest events, or whatever you have in your area, invite them. I think that that's really, really important. The third thing, because anytime you get people in that exposure, I think that they're thinking about it a little bit more. The third time to revisit your hot list is every couple months. Just check in with her on her products. Where is she sitting in life? How's everything going? And usually the subject will come up eventually. Sometimes it won't, but do not wear her out by over contacting her. Sharing the Mary Kay opportunity is a little bit like dating. Okay? Would you date a guy that calls you every week? Would you do it? Like, even though you said, like I'm right now, I'm just not ready to see anyone and but he called you every week. How would you feel about that? You'd be irritated. So think about this. If there is no, if you're contacting people and they're like a tennis match, like you hit the ball, they hit the ball back, you hit the ball, they hit the ball back. If there's no volleying going on and it's just you contacting them, stop. You gotta back off on that. Okay, so I want to talk about how I personally do my career talks. Okay, so I believe my career talks are very, very conversational, because I don't want to go sit down with somebody for coffee or talk with them over the phone and be very weird. You know what I mean? I don't want to be vomiting a bunch of information at them that may or may not benefit them, because there's so much information and there's so many reasons why people could fall in love with this Mary Kay business. But don't you think it would be a great idea to do what we do with product? Meaning you find a need and you fill it. When you go do a facial, their age, you ask them about their skin. Is your skin pretty normal? Is it more dry? Is it more oily? Or would you just go to a facial and just plan on, I'm just squirting this in the tray no matter what? You're probably not going to sell as much product that way. And you're also not going to sell this opportunity if you don't find a need from these people, okay? Does that make sense? So the first thing that I do is I find the need. And by that, I mean, I ask questions. The first question I ask is, okay, tell me about you. And if I know them, I say, okay, so tell me about life right now. If we didn't know each other, how would you describe yourself to me? And then I write notes and I ask more questions. And along the way, usually I learn her personality, because if out of the gate she talks about her career or her achievements, usually she's dominant personality, and I need to respect her time. She's a decision maker, so if she's going to decide on this, she might decide on this today. If she is influential and I personality, she might be bouncing all over the place. Well, what do you want to know? Okay, well, I grew up and I did cheer in high school, and I do this now, and I do this for the, so she's probably the life of the party. And so with her, you want to talk about prizes. You're going to talk about prizes and recognition because she likes prizes and recognition. For the first person, by the way, you're going to be quick and respect her time, but you can use the words achievement and promotion and be your own boss. Okay, the next personality is if this person is starts talking about their family first, then they're probably an S personality. They're steady. This person is slow to change, but they're so loyal. And so I like to talk to this person. I'm going to weave into my I story. I'm going to tell them about the sisterhood in Mary Kay. I'm going to talk about the togetherness, like meetings and events and things like that. I'm also going to talk about the opportunity to put God first, family second, career third, and that you can have flexibility around the things that are most important to you, especially, your faith and your family. The C personality, the person that, like when you say, tell me about you, and they say, what do you want to know? That is a person that needs details. She's detail oriented. She likes things step by step by step. So this person wants to know a little bit about, or she's going to be excited to hear that Mary Kay has so much training available, and it's very organized and concise. There's just so many tools that Mary Kay has at her disposal. She'll also like to know that there is in-person training available, and there's a lot of step-by-step things that you'll be taking her through. Okay. And if I can't figure out her personality type, that's okay. Ask questions like this. What would you change if you could change anything that's going on in your life right now? What would you like more of in your life? Because I could think that there would be people that would say, I'd like more money. I'd like more time. I'd like more girlfriends. So you're going to find out what their biggest needs are, even if you just have to ask the questions. Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I do is find a need. The second thing that I do is fill the need. And how do I do that? Well, I tell my I story, incorporating the features and benefits of Mary Kay that would speak the most to her. Let me give you an example. So if I were talking to a person that really valued their family and they're maybe an S personality, what I would say is, okay, well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my Mary Kay business. So I started my Mary Kay business 16 years ago just because I had fallen in love with the product already. I'm loyal to the product. And so I decided, you know what? If Dillon's were going to offer me half price gas or groceries for the rest of my life, if I gave them $100, I would say, sign me up. So that's what I did. So I could get that discount and save money for my family. Hear that? Family. They like to take care of their family. So then I would say, I would tell her a little bit about Mary Kay, but as part of my story, I would say, so I started Mary Kay to get my discount, but what I fell in love with was the opportunity to use this flexibility to be able to eventually be at home with my boys and to be able to have an executive level income around my priorities of having God first, family second, career third. That has been key. So I'm in love with the flexibility with Mary Kay. So you might tell a few things about your story, but definitely put in some things that you think would benefit her and bless her. The reason why I do that is I could tell her, oh my gosh, you'd be amazing. And guess what? Mary Kay has all the flexibility, so you could definitely stay at home with your kids. You could da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? But that's me pressuring her, you guys. When I talk about me and it's in my story, and it's the truth, because it is the truth, that is planting a seed in her mind that, oh, that worked for her. Does that make sense to y'all? I mean, it's not that shove it down her throat. It's planting a seed going forward. The third thing that I do is share some details about how we make our money and how we start. I like to use the word simple. This is a simple marketing plan. I have heard many marketing plans and there's lots of confusion. There's so much confusion that I have heard marketing plan. I'm like, I don't even know how you make money. When I do something, I want to know how I'm going to make the money. And so Mary Kay is so simple. I just say, you know what? You get the starter kit. It takes us about 5 minutes to go over the agreement, and that's going to arrive UPS in a couple of days. And so once you purchase the starter kit, you have the opportunity to make a 50% profit on everything that you sell in your Mary Kay business. So basically, you sell $500 worth of stuff, your profit is $250. And you control the money, so you don't have to wait for someone to send you a paycheck. So I love that, especially after Christmas time. Do you ever overspend at Christmas time? I know I do. And so, having that flexibility to make fast cash is amazing. So I love that. So, okay, so that's one of the ways we make our money. Another way is that we can earn cars with Mary Kay. And so if you don't love the car, you can take the cash. But how stinking smart is that? Houses maintain value. Cars do not. Once you buy that car, it is decreasing in value. And so Mary Kay gave us a special gift in this car program, because you get the car, you drive it for 2 years, and Mary Kay pays for all your tags and taxes, title fees, and up to 85% of your insurance. So when I go buy tags before I had a Mary Kay car, that was money in the wind, right? How about you? How do you feel about that? Yeah. And my insurance on the last car, I haven't checked this car yet, seriously. But the last car was a new Cadillac, and it was $30 a month for my insurance. How cool is that? How would it feel to have less insurance costs? Okay, another way that we make our money is through sharing the Mary Kay opportunity with other people. We don't make anything when somebody just signs up on our team, but when we help other people be successful, it, like we are more successful. So let's just say hypothetically, and sometimes I just ask them, so who's your very best friend that if you ever in a million years did something like this, who would you say, hey, you got to come with me and join me on my team? Who's the first person that you would ask? And then she usually tells me, oh, my friend, Amy. Like, okay, great. So let's just say hypothetically, you started your Mary Kay business, but you were just kind of doing this for maybe as a smart shopper. Okay. So, but Amy, on the other hand, Amy was like, I want to earn a car. I want to move up the career path. So it's really cool, because as long as you're an active consultant, meaning you've placed an order recently, Mary Kay will give you a commission based on what Amy's ordering from the company. It's cut and dried, just like that. It does move up as you have more people on your team, but it starts out at 4% commission, and you don't have to worry about, all kinds of different crazy stuff. So it's very simple. I love that. So, and if you choose to move up the career path to a sales director position, it's like a great benefit financially. So, and you know what? One of the best parts is that you don't even have to know how to run a Mary Kay business to build your team. Our independent sales director, Jana or Cleta or Rosie or Stephanie, whoever your sales director is, you can say, our independent sales director, she totally coaches all of the new people. So it's amazing. We don't even have to know what we're doing exactly. So love that. Okay, the fourth thing that I do is close it out. So you're going to be having conversation, and when the time is right, you're going to say this. So I just have to tell you, if you ever in a million years did this, I think that you'd be great because blah, blah, blah. Let's say I'm talking to Stephanie. Stephanie, if you ever did this in a million years, I just think that you'd be great because you're so confident and you have such a dynamic personality, and the way that I can imagine that you would share this product with other people. That's amazing. And I think that you would be very successful at this. So with that in mind, the next step is going over the agreement. It takes a couple of minutes, and we can do that online. Is there any reason we can't get that done today? And then you just sit there and look at her and smile. That's it. Do not speak. Zip your lips. You asked her the question. Wait for the response. Okay? Now, if she says, no, there's no reason why we can't do that, Super. Let me grab my phone. Get your phone out and go over the agreement right then and there. That's it. Okay. Now, does everybody say yes immediately? No, they don't. So we have step number 5, overcoming objections. So overcoming objections, usually, and I'm going to tell you this and then I'll go over a couple of different scenarios. So there are 3 top scenarios that I came up with. And if you know of another one, ladies, and you want to unmute and bring that up, you definitely can. The first one is no time. The second one is no money. And the third one is no friends, not in any particular order. Okay. So, but those are, I would say, the biggest objections that I would say that we have to overcome. Guess what? If you think about it, let me see, when you start a Mary Kay business, you could possibly have a lot more time. You could possibly have a lot more money, and you're definitely going to have way more friends. So their reasons for saying no are the exact reasons why they should say yes. And so let's talk about that for just a minute. So in one of my prior careers, I used to write scripts to overcome objections. So there's something that you want to do that is so important to this part. Okay. So you need to create a bridge to the objection. And I would say, so let's say that Stephanie told me, no, I'm just super swamped right now. I would say, oh my goodness, Stephanie, I totally know how you feel. I have felt the same way. And by the way, that bridge, that's like a Mary Kay bridge, because you want to show them empathy. You want to show them that you understand. You can say, oh my gosh, I totally get it. I've totally been there. What I've found is that I think that one of the best things about Mary Kay is that you don't have to clock out of another job to be working your Mary Kay business. So let's talk about that for just a little bit. Would you say that you're most busy? I know that you've got kids and they're in soccer and everything, and you've got a full-time job. So would you say that, busy people are around the most people, right? Are you around quite a few people? Yeah, you're around people all the time. And guess what? When you're wearing Mary Kay skincare and color cosmetics, you're like a walking billboard. Okay. So let's say that you go to the coffee machine at work, and you have a Mary Kay fragrance on, and someone says, oh my goodness, what is that you're wearing? I've smelled you twice today, and that smells so good. That is an open door to book an appointment right there, and to, have them try more Mary Kay products, and even sell a fragrance on the spot. Wouldn't you agree? Another thing that I want to share with you is that I know time is precious. And one of the beautiful things about Mary Kay is that you do not have to put in so much time. We don't have any requirements for that. Okay. So I want you to just really take that off of your shoulders right now, and don't pressure yourself to think of this as, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to spend 15 hours a week doing this. Because, 15 hours a week, that's like full-time Mary Kay. That's like you're going to be earning a car and things like that. And so sometimes that does surprise them, that does, ladies. So, Stephanie, let me ask you this. If you found that you could work your Mary Kay business, or you could be successful by just really slipping it in, during work, or you're meeting people at the soccer games and things like that, and you were making money at this, and you didn't have to take a whole lot of extra time, you think that would that excite you? Would you like that? Okay, great. Nobody ever says no, by the way. Let me ask you this. Do you think that if you were successful at it and you were having fun with it, do you think you could find a little bit more time to do it? Yeah, me too. So, we find time to do the things that we really, really enjoy. So with that in mind, is there any reason why, is there any other reason that's stopping you from signing the agreement today? And then, so you have overcome that that objection with time. Okay. So let's say she says, well, to be quite honest, I just don't have the $100. And I'd touch her on the hand gently and I'd say, oh, I have been there. I've been there. That is not a fun place to be. Depending on how well you know her, you might be able to say a couple of different things. One time I met a gal in a parking lot and she had scrambled money together to buy a moisturizer. And she said, honestly, I don't even know if I have enough money to buy this moisturizer. And I said, oh my gosh, how long do you want to live like that? If nothing changes, nothing changes. I am passionate about helping women grow personally and financially. And I'm going to be here right by your side to help you in your business, to help you, create your goals and just to cheer you on. So if I were going to give you a trip to Hawaii, but you had to come up with $120 by 8 a.m. in the morning, would you figure it out? And usually she'll say, yeah, I'd probably figure it out. I said, where would you get the money? I borrow it from a family member. I'd figure it out. I'd go sell something online. And I say, great. Then this is your first obstacle of being successful in your Mary Kay business and about getting out of that position where you have to be worried about having an extra $100. Okay. I cannot wait to work with you, Susie Q. So I'm going to give you a call back tomorrow morning and we're going to get this figured out. In the meantime, I'm going to send you the online agreement. Okay. Because you know what? You're so resourceful. You're probably going to have that signed by like 11 o'clock tonight, just because I really think you're a go-getter. Okay. So get that agreement in her hand. And if she says, you know what, I just don't have any friends. And I'll say, okay, so you just moved here. You don't have any friends. Well, when I started my Mary Kay business, I didn't know anyone. I had one person that was willing to do a party and she had 15-year-olds and I didn't even know what I was doing. And so, long story short, a bunch of 15-year-olds showed up. I got referrals. So where there's a will, there's a way. And so, but obviously that might not be your story. So something you can say is, well, let's talk about that for just a minute. So, okay, so where are you working right now? Do you have any acquaintances at work? Like people that you're just like, hey, how are you? And they're friendly and nice to you. How about your neighbors? How about family? How about friends? How about friends of friends? Even if you just know one person, if you know one person and she comes over and tries the product and she invites 3 friends with her, now you know 4 people. And then how this works is at that appointment, you're going to book a follow-up facial with each person and they're going to be able to bring their friends to that follow-up facial to earn some free product. So let's say those 4 people, I'll introduce you to 3 more people. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the original 4 that you know. Now you know 16 people. And so, if I can show you how to meet people, you never know. A stranger is just a friend you've never met yet. So you never know. You might have some amazing friends in there. So with that in mind, knowing that you can grow your friend base through Mary Kay, is there any reason why we couldn't go ahead and go over the agreement tonight? So, so you want to overcome the objection, but then you make sure you want to reclose them after that. Okay, so with that in mind, is there any reason why we can't go over the agreement tonight? What would keep you from joining my team right now? So now I would like to go ahead and unmute for questions. Okay, everyone's unmuted. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute you all. And I'm going to go like step by step. Rosie, I'm going to unmute you. Rosie, what questions, input, or comments do you have?
I think a really important thing and something that I did not do at the beginning is to ask that trigger question. I think sometimes, you listen to somebody and you kind of overcome the objections, but maybe they're still not ready to commit that day. Maybe they are, but you haven't asked the question. You have not said, is there any reason why? And it kind of takes guts to do that. I mean, it really does. But if you don't do that, you're really missing an important step. The other thing that I've always kind of been told is they might have 2 or 3, 4 objections, and maybe the last thing they say is the main objection. And so that's something I learned also. They might give some other excuses or whatever, and that might not even be the real reason. You might have to dig a little bit deeper and find what the real reason is. It might be the 3rd or 4th objection they give you. So.
Right. Thank you so much, Rosie. Absolutely spot on. Okay, Stephanie DeMar, questions, comments, anything?
You just did a great job with, talking about find her need and then fill her need. That career talk is about her, just like when you have an interview for another job, it's not about you, but a little blurb about you to find relatability between the 2 of you, because you're going to be a team. And you did a great job with the DISC, with what the personality is, and then the MK perk to go with it. Again, all about her, not you. Good job.
That's for sure. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And